Very good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Quick recap of yesterday's session. Yesterday's we started with Pandas library. I told you what is Pandas, what all things we can do using Pandas library, then how to install Pandas, then how to import it, then we use the alias called PD, then version number. And then said that in Pandas there are two main data structures. One is series and another is data frame. So in yesterday's session, we saw how to create a series, right? Then how to access values from that series. Then we saw how to create a data frame. I showed you data frame from list of list or data frame from a dictionary of list or a list of dictionary. Both I showed you yesterday. Now we will continue some more things. So next we are going to see attributes of data frame object. So whenever you create a data frame object, how to create, I hope you know now yesterday, there is a class called data frame and we create an object of that class. So whenever you have a data frame object, every object will have some set of attributes, which will give you some basic information, some useful information like you want the data types of each column or what is the dimension of your data frame. Dimension in short, uh, how many rows are there, how many columns are there, getting? So all that things, if you want, then you can use those attributes. So one by one, we will discuss these attributes. First one is that is shape. Okay. And as data frame is a 2D concept, we have discussed yesterday Pandas provide only two data structure. One is series, which is a one-dimensional array, and data frame is a tabular representation, a 2D representation. So df dot shape will return you a tuple containing how many elements are there in the row and column. See, rows multiplied by column tuple. Multiplied means we can say it is a tuple containing rows and columns. Example, suppose if you get 100 comma 5 means there are 100 rows and 5 columns. Getting? Then if you want all the column label. Yesterday, see, I've given yesterday's example if you remember this one, this data framing. So what are the column labels? Name, age, salary, city, bonus. These are the column label. These column labels are also kept in one iterable, and that iterable is of type index. Index is a iterable object. You can use this in a for loop to get these values one by one. So as we have a list object, we have a tuple object, we have a dictionary object. All these are iterable. No? So this is also one iterable object. And in this index object, what will be there? The column labels. Like in our case, we won't get ABC, we'll get name, then salary, then city, whatever. Okay? Then df.index. This will also return you a iterable object called as range index. And it will tell you what are the what are the indexes from start index till end. Actually, this end is exclusive. 100 is never inclusive. It is exclusive. Then next is this range index is also iterable object. Remember, you can use it in a for loop to get these indexes one by one. Okay. Then df.d types. Now df.d types will return the data types of each series because each column is a series. I hope you know it, right? The data frame is made up of group of series. So every series will have a same data type value. So what are the data types of each series? That you can get it by df.d types. And then df.values. Okay, so whatever values are there in your data frame, these values, Arjun 25, 5000, it will return it as a NumPy array. it will return it as a NumPy array. So this is one array, second array, third array, and array of array, a 2D array. NumPy array is returned. And this thing I've told you yesterday also that ultimately pandas at the background is using whom only? NumPy. Means at the core level, it is depending on NumPy library only. So all these values will be internally stored in a NumPy array. So one row will be one array, next another array, third array, an array of array that is returned in this case, df.values. And then if you want the total number of cells, that is rows multiplied by column, that you get as df.size, returns the total number of cells. So these are some few attributes which you can access. For example, the data frame which we created yesterday. Okay, this one. Okay, so in this case, if I say df.shape, it will give 4 comma 5, 4 rows, 5 columns. Okay, then if I write df.column, it will give you a index iterable containing name, age, salary, city, bonus. Then if you want row labels, correct? So df.index, it will give this 0, 1, 2, 3. df.size, so size is 5 into 4, 20. Is it 20? 5 column, 4 row, 20. df.d types, it will give the data type of each column. Correct? And df.values, it will give this internal values in each cell as a array of array. Okay? You can print and see here. df.shape, df.columns, index, size, value, d type. See, in our case, it should give this thing. Okay. Now, is it 4, 4 only? No, here it is 5. No, we added one new column, no, bonus. Originally, there was no bonus. Bonus yesterday, we created a new column and added. That too we learned no, yesterday, adding a new column. Originally, bonus was not there. Therefore, 4 by 4 only will come. Okay? Getting? It is returning a iterable, shape 4 comma 4. Then columns. Is it returning a iterable of type index containing all the column label? Then D types. It is returning a series containing all the data types. So name is of type object, age is of int64, salary int64, city of type object. Okay. Then indexes. Indexes means row label. So row label is the iterable of type range index. And it is telling starting from where, stopping where, step how much. Stop is never inclusive. Size, as it is 4 by 4, 16. And df dot values, is it returning array of array? For us, it is a data frame, but ultimately everything in the data frame is in the background stored in a NumPy array. Therefore, remember, data pandas is depending on NumPy. Means pandas will internally depend on NumPy arrays only. Okay? Okay, so this part is clear. We can just see the output with one example. We can take this example only or this one where I have not given the labels, row labels I have not given. Okay, here I have to write import pandas as pt. This data frame, if you want to print and see, check it. But actually, we don't want to print data frame. We want to print all the attributes. We'll print it one by one. First, just check this data frame. Okay. Now, instead of printing data frame, we will print attributes. So, few attributes I told you. First is df dot shape. Getting? Then print df dot index. Okay. Print index also and columns also. Both are iterable objects. Remember. Dot columns. Columns will return an iterable object of type index, and index will return an iterable object of type range index. Okay. Then, if you want to print all the data types, so D types is there. Df dot values, suppose. Then print df dot size. Okay. So all the things we can display. See, in our case, is the shape coming 4, comma 4? Then index, it is returning a range index starting from 0 till 4. Column, it is returning a iterable of type index. Then next is D types. So is it giving a series containing each column label and its data type, column label and the data type. Then values, is it returning a numpy array, array of array? It is a numpy array. And last is size. So 4 into 4, 16. Okay? So just quick confirmation you can give, and then we can move ahead with next topics. Okay? Is it clear? Yes or no, guys? Keep interacting.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Now, moving ahead with the next thing, that is reading the values from a CSV file and loading it into a data frame. And once the values are put into the data frame, you can use that data frame for further analysis. Getting, like, you can use it for cleaning and then further work. After doing the cleaning, then you can do some analysis work. You can do the pattern searching. You can find out the pattern from that, plotting and all the things afterwards. So first step is loading the values from the CSV file. So what is CSV file? It is comma separated values. All Excel files also can be automatically converted to CSV. Yeah? If you have an Excel file, let it be Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. And in that sheets, if you have kept the data in the rows and column form, you can save it as a CSV file. When you convert it to CSV file, it becomes a plain text file where all the values are separated with comma. Getting like this: name, comma, age, comma, city. These are column labels. Means what labels you give in the Excel sheet, that only come here. Then next, the actual names will come. Getting comma 23. Okay, this way plain text file will be created. Now in this file, somewhere there can be blanks also. Somewhere the data can be wrong data. So that is the next step of cleaning part. Now how to do that cleaning and all we'll learn. Don't worry. Okay. So inconsistent also can be there. Like if it's the age column, but it contains a string value. If there is a date column, but it contains a number, column is date, but in that you have written a number. Okay, so it can be a typo error also, whatever it is. Like where we were supposed to enter 19, someone has entered 199 by mistake. So 199 such age cannot be there. So it's the wrong data. So you have to either delete it, replace it. Okay. So that things we'll learn. First, we have to learn how to load this CSV file into a data frame. Okay. So as we are using Google Colab, it's a cloud part as I am using. So I have to first copy that CSV file from my local machine to the server side. First, I have to upload it to the server. And once it is put on the server side, then you can start using it in your server side code. Correct? So how to copy it for that? Google Colab only has given a Python library for uploading. And if you remember this, we have done it in NumPy as well. If you recall it, in NumPy only I showed you how to upload. Those who attended NumPy properly, you should know it. So if you use that Google Colab library and you use that function which is provided in it, it just gives you a button called upload. Then you can select your file from the local machine and it gets copied to the server side, cloud side, it is copied, and then that file you can use in your Python script. So how to do that work also I'll tell you. And next we have to see once that file is copied to the server, then that file I want to load in a data frame. So Pandas has given one function called read CSV. Okay, pd.read CSV. Okay, and just pass to it the name of your, okay, what you have to pass the name of your file, CSV file, extension .csv. And before that, this CSV file I have uploaded on the server storage. So it will just take that file from that server storage, read the values, and copy it in a data frame. It will build and give you one data frame. So all the values are transferred to the data frame. Okay, how to transfer now with an example we will see. Okay, so CSV means comma separated values. It is a standard text file containing the data separated by comma per line. Like one record, one line, and all the values are separated by comma. Okay? Okay. And as text file is assumed to be the standard format universally. So if you have a very large data in that CSV, you can just easily read that data and transfer in the data frame and then start working on that data frame. Okay. In the data frame, you can fetch values from MySQL tables also. We'll learn it when we learn database connectivity. When we will go to that module. In database connectivity also, I'll show you how we can load uh, MySQL table values also in the data frame. Provision is given. Okay. Okay. So CSV stands for comma separated value. It is a simple plain text format used for storing big data sets. Okay. And because it's a plain text, there's no special formatting and all. Plain text, it is universally recognized format that can be easily read in many different tools. Like it can be read in your NumPy library also. And I have shown it. I've taken one example, very initial. I showed you how to upload it from local machine to Google Colab, and then using that, we have read the values. In NumPy also, we read the values from that CSV file and we loaded in a NumPy array. And two functions I gave you for that. One which contains consistent data, means all numeric only, and one which contains mixed data. For both the two functions I have taught you, and I'm sure, damn sure about it. Okay, so as it is a plain text, many tools can read it, including your Python library also. Sorry, Pandas library also. Even NumPy also does the same work. To load a CSV file into a Pandas data frame, we have to use this read CSV. Bus, and just give the file name. But the necessary thing is that file should be there on that location. Correct? So therefore, what we have to do, as the file is in my local machine, I'll copy it from my local machine to the server machine. And then that file name I'll use in this function. So this function will take it from the server machine, that file, read it and copy it into a data frame. And then it will give you the data frame. And that data frame, you can use it further. Getting? So to load a CSV file into a Pandas data frame, use this function. Okay. See here. First, what we have to do is I need to have this data.csv on the server side, na guys, because I'm running this in Google Colab, but my file, that data.csv, is in my local machine. In my laptop, it is. So I have to first transfer it to the server side. So for that, we need this library, which is provided by Google Colab. On Google, people only have made some Python library called as google.colab. Google.colab. Google is the package, and this is a sub package, and in that this is a module called files. Files is a module, and in that module there is one function called upload. Okay, and remember this is provided by which library? This library, google.colab. Those Google people only have developed it and given us to use it. When you run this first line, na guys, files.upload, it will show you one upload button, one cancel upload and upload. When you click on it, it will open a dialog. You select the file in your local machine and click OK. It will just copy that file from your local machine to the server side. It's gone. Now that file is gone on the server machine, assuming this is that file, data.csv. Now from that server storage, the file has gone to server storage. So from the server storage, take that file and put it into a data frame. And who will do it? This read CSV. Getting? So load the CSV file into a data frame using read CSV function of your pandas library. pd.readcsv CSV name. The comma separated values are read and a data frame is created for it. You get it. And then that data frame you can print. Now you'll say like till today, the data frame we were printing directly writing print df. Yes or no, guys? Okay. Today also we have done that only. No? See, here we have printed that data frame in previous example. See, directly. So why now for today you are writing toString? I'll tell you that. If you write this print data frame and your data frame contains records more than 60 record, then it is not going to show you the data frame. It will only show the head and the tail. Means the beginning file record and the end file record. And in between it will show just dot dot dot. Understanding? The first five records and the last five records it will show, and in between dot dot dot. Getting? So if you want to show each and every row in the data frame, I don't want this dot dot and only the header part and the footer part. Footer means last five, header means first five. So if you don't want, then you have to use this toString. df dot toString method. So toString method will return the complete data frame, irrespective how many records are there. Whether there are 1,000, 2,000, all it will return and that will get printed. Getting guys? And default, the number of rows are 60. So if your data frame contains value more than 60, getting? Then automatic only what will be printed, the header and the footer, and in between dot dot. So irrespective it is more than 60, but still I want to show everything, then use toString. Getting? Okay. We will see this example. Before that, you need this data.csv. It is containing some health data. Okay. So I'll give you that file. Let's see. You can use it in your machine. If I'm having, I'll just share it to you people. You can use that file. Okay. You're able to see the CSV file, comma separated. Here it is data. No, here I have this data. Yes. Here. Just as an sample I'm giving. Let's see, it is getting copied in the chat. No, so I'll share it on the group. Okay, I'll just check whether it is getting shared in the chat. You can download from there. No, no, it is not getting connected. Okay, I'll give you on group. Okay, I'll share you on the group. Make use of it over there. And what I'll do is now only I'll share you the other files also. Like if we are reading JSON file, so I'll share you that JSON file also. Okay, it's taking a little bit time to connect to WhatsApp and then I'll share you. Just 1 minute. Okay. See guys, I've shared in the group all the CSV file. You can download that and use that as a sample for this exercise. Okay. And if you are doing everything on the local machine only, you're not doing in Google Colab, then no need to upload because you will be having that file on your local machine only, na guys. And you are running the script also on the local machine. You're understanding what I'm trying to tell? If you are running the code on the local machine only, then give the path of your local machine only here. And no need to do this work of uploading. No need of this Google Colab library. Google Colab library is the Python library prepared by those people only. Getting? So no need of this part, no need of this part. Directly give the path of this file in your which machine? Local machine. If you are running the script on the local machine. But if you are using Google Colab, then first you have to copy this file from your local computer to the server side. Because this script is running on the server side, no? So it will search the file also on the server storage. So as it is going to search on the server storage, first the file is to be dumped there on the server side. Once you put it on the server side, then you can start using it. Okay. So see here, when I wrote pd.readcsv data.csv, it is assuming that this file is there in the server storage. Okay, see. So try to run the script. Let's see. You try to make this script. Okay, what I told you have to do like this from google.colab import files. Okay, then I'll write files equal to, sorry, files dot upload. That's all. There's no need to collect it. Here we have collected it, uploaded. It is just a object. It is just giving a confirmation that whether the upload. But anyway, we don't want this variable to be used ahead. So no need to collect also. You can just simply write files dot upload. Then data frame equal to, and pandas have not, pandas already imported, but here again, if I write import pandas as PD. Okay. Then data frame is equal to pd dot read CSV and pass the name of the file. What is the name of the file? Data dot CSV. Now data frame has come. You can print and see that data frame. Concept you're understanding how it is happening. Files dot upload will give you one upload button. Then you clicked on it. You went to your directory, local directory. You search that file and okay. Now what happens? The content of that file is copied from your local computer to server side. Then it comes to the next thing. pd.read CSV file name. This function will search this file on that server storage. Found. It will read the data from it and copy that data in a data frame. And you get a data frame. Okay? And you're printing that data frame. See. First, the upload part is coming. Okay. So I'll click on choose files. See. Is it giving a dialog? I'll give over here data. This data file I'll take. Open. Okay. And can you see from that file is uploaded. Uploading is done. Now this function executes pd.read.csv, that file. As this file is already uploaded on the server, it will read the content from that file and put it into data frame. And then you're printing that data frame. But as this data frame is containing many records, is more than 60 records. Okay. See, it is containing around 169 rows and 4 columns. Means here they have collected the duration, the pulse, the max pulse, the calories. This is like fitness recording is there. Now, how many calories you have burned uh, by doing exercise for 60 minutes. Correct? And then the pulse rate is calculated. What was the max pulse for that much duration? So this is some fitness record. Getting like if you are doing planning for weight loss or whatever. So you're keeping everyday data. Every day, 1 hour workout you're doing, 1 hour workout. And for 1 hour, what was the pulse rate? What was the maximum pulse rate? And how much calories you have burned? Like this, 169 entries are there and 4 columns. But can you see as these records are more than 60, is it showing everything? No. In between dot dot. First 5 records have come, dot dot, and then next 5 records. Okay, understand carefully. Yeah? So if you want to show everything in detail, in between records also I want to print, then you have to use df dot toString. Getting to underscore string. Now if I run this, you'll come to know the output is, oh, now it is Actually, it is running the whole thing again. So again, it is asking for upload. So next time when you want to run, only these two lines you can run. Okay. And can you see? Now, when I wrote dot to string, is it showing only header footer or all the 169 records are displayed? Getting all these are AI generated. In reality, actually, it is actual data collected, right or no? The actual data can be, the data entry can be done by that person who is very health conscious, or there are people no, who are uh, they, who take part in the competitions and all. So they have to do monitoring for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Okay, those who take that, even that beauty pageant and all, or many like that Mr. Olympia and all. So those people have to keep the track of everything. So for 3 months, 4 months, the record entry they do, and from that the study is to be done by their. They have their doctors and so many. They are their nutritionists and so many. So it's just an example I'm saying. So can you see all the records are printed? Why? Because you wrote two string. Understanding. If you give print df, no two string, and if your data frame contains more than 60 records, then it will only show the header and the footer. Header 5 record and footer 5 record. If you want to print all records, irrespective how many are there, then use toString. So we'll talk about that also. See here. If you have large data set and you print the data frame without toString, without calling toString if you're printing the data frame, Pandas will truncate the output to save space because output space also is taking much time. And for rendering also, for rendering that much, the time also is needed more. Rendering means showing it, printing. So that rendering is also taking more time. The output is also going to take more space. Therefore, the data gets truncated to first 5 row and last 5 row. Data is there, only for printing it is doing dot dot dot. First 5 dot dot last 5. It will only return the first 5 row and the last 5. It is called as a header and the footer. Means it is called as head and the tail. There are functions to print the first record, the last record. We'll be learning those functions also. df.head, df.tail. Okay. So I hope you got it then. But if suppose you want to manipulate that maximum number of records, actually those maximum records are 60 by default. Okay. Okay. So I hope you got it. If the records are more than 60, it just reduce to first file, last file. Each and every record you want, then you have to use toString. Now in this pandas library, there is one system setting, okay, where how many maximum records to be displayed. And after that, you have to reduce it. So that count is kept in one system variable. That variable you can modify, which is by default 60. And if you make it 1000, now what will happen? If your data frame contains less than 1000, it will print everything. But after 1000, now it will show only first five, last five. I'll show you that difference also. See here. The threshold means limit. Okay, the threshold for whether pandas truncate your data or displays it fully. Whether it will show first five, last five, uh, or it will show everything, is determined by one system option called max rows. And this is actually there in your pandas library, one module. In one module, this variable is there. And you can change that variable. Okay, you can check how many max rows your current environment can display. So it is there in that Pandas library. There is one package called option. In that, there is one module called display. And in that module, there is one variable called max rows, in which already the default value is stored. That is 60. And if you want to check how many is for your environment, your system, you can print and see, guys, here. Okay. So what I'll do in next cell, I'll display print pd dot options dot display only, I told, no? Yes. Dot max rows. Okay. Same is the case for columns also. If your columns are too much, they cannot be fitted. So it will just show first few column dot 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 last few column. Okay. So you can print and see this value, how much is coming for your system. See, is it coming 60? Getting? So if your data frame contains value more than 60, then first five, last five, it is truncated. Then in that case, you have to use which function? df dot toString, and that way you display this value, max rows. Change भी कर सकते हैं. So how to change it? Just assign new value. Nothing complicated. See here. So first I'm printing. The standard default on many systems is 16 row, 60 row. You people also can tell me what you are getting in your machine. If you're doing it on local system, in Google Colab, also, whether you are getting
options dot display dot max rows equal to, I am making 99999. Then I am loading that CSV file into a data frame by writing pd.read CSV, and I'll give that file data.csv. It is already uploaded, no? So again, there is no need to call that collab function files.upload. Already one time it is uploaded, so it's there on the server side. Okay, so it will read the values from that file and copy in the data frame. Now I can directly pass data frame to print. I don't have to call df.toString. df.toString कॉल करने की जरूरत नहीं है, because already max row is this much. Understanding? ठीक है? Now you can see. Though I wrote print df, I didn't wrote df.toString. Then also it is displaying each and every record, 169 records. Why? Because you have modified the system value max row to new value. ठीक है?
Sir, in case max rows is more than a million, unlimited means, so no need to set.
Already in your system, you want to say?
No, sir. If you are triple nine, you are saying, no? Double nine. Maximum limit you are saying, but more than millions, 10 million row like that, unlimited.
If you give that, then no need to call only .toString, no? Because you have set infinite limit only. You have set a limit which is 2 maximum. But what I said is, it is a good practice to keep 60 only, because it is taking unnecessarily too much space. No? If your values are already less, then it is okay. And if the values are too large also, then no need to display all. If you're just displaying first 5, last 5, okay. But if you need the detailing, then there is a function, no, called toString. Okay. So actually it is not a good practice to make this value so large. Good to keep that 60 only. So if the values are less than 60, it will display everything. If it goes more than 60, first 5, last 5, then we have anyway function df.toString. So with that you display each and every record. Getting? But as you said, you are making two more nines you are adding with that. Okay, 2, 3 more lines. So you will never need only calling .toString. Getting? And never your data will be truncated. Okay, but sometimes it is not necessary to show each and every value. First 5 values and last 5 values are sufficient. That's why they have made that provision. No? Just by seeing first 5, you can get a basic idea. Okay. So honestly, every time displaying each and every record is not a good practice. You waste time also. The printing time is also wasted. Right or no? And it is going to take space also for that many values. Moving to the second one, that is JSON file. You can also read JSON files into the data frame. Okay, and JSON is very common file format for transferring the data from the server side to the client. Many applications use JSON format. Like if you are working in React, okay, and you have written some services in Node, and Node wants to give the outputs to your React front-end application. Getting? Normally, if the front end is not ready, then you test it in the Postman application. But if the React node is the server side, so Node has created some services and it has generated the output, and that output your React front end application want to collect. So React always collects that in the JSON format only. Getting? Even Spring also, if you have little bit Java full stack programming knowledge of Java backend coding. So in Java also, in Spring framework, if you have written any services, and those services produce the output in JSON, and that output then Angular or React will collect. Correct? So many applications are there, many server side frameworks are there, which produce output in form of JSON. So JSON is a very common file format. It is called a JavaScript object notation. Getting? It is a common format for Node and React. It is a common format between a Spring framework and a Angular. A common format. Many cell phone applications also make use of JSON. Getting? For storing the data, transporting the data, analyzing that data. Okay. And JSON format is very much same like Python dictionary. It stores the data in this brace bracket, and everything is in a key colon value form. Key colon value, key colon value. So it is very much resembling Python dictionary. Understanding? Exactly like Python dictionary. So you can read that JSON data and copy it into your data frame. These keys automatic become the column label. These keys will become column label, and row label will be by default indexes starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 going on. Okay. See, I don't know whether you people have any of you have done any work in Spring framework or in React Node and all, or you are not from the hardcore backend coding part. No, none of you, or you have done somewhere. Kabhi to kiya tha, but then the profile changed and then I forgot everything. Getting? So JSON common format is there. In React to always collect from Node. When Node gives anything to the front end application React, React throws that value in the JSON form, and React collects that JSON and uses it in a UI. Exact same Spring also throws everything in the JSON form, and if that Spring is connected with the Angular front end, so Angular also collects that data in the JSON form only. Getting? So lot of applications are there where JSON format is needed, and that format is very simple: key value. It is very much like dictionary: key and the value, key and the value. Okay. So JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Big data sets are frequently stored, okay, exported and extracted. As I said, like if it is a Spring application, so Spring is a server side. It is not the server side Spring framework has created that JSON and stored it, and then it has exported it. It has thrown out to the world. So it has exported. Then the world is extracting it. Now that who is extracting, your React application may be there. And many other analytic tools also are there. Analysis tools are also there, no? Like Power BI and Tableau and all. They also can read the JSON data and plot the graphs from that JSON data. Getting? I gave that two example because I'm from that programming background. Therefore, I told those who are only working in Tableau, Power BI, and all. In those softwares also, you can read JSON data. So it is a plain text format like CSV, but the structure is like a dictionary, key comma value, Python dictionary. Okay, so it is a well-known universal standard, heavily utilized across programming languages also, I told, like in Node.js or in your Java Spring framework. Okay, even in Python Django also. Okay, like if you are writing server-side code in Python Django, and the servers and the client side you have done in React, so your Django application will also export the data in JSON, and then React will collect it. Getting? But I cannot teach in this whole course React. So what I'll be doing, I'll be teaching you Django framework, but the UI I'll teach you with simple HTML, CSS, and on that only. I cannot take a front-end framework in this entire course, because this whole course is mainly going devoted for learning NumPy and Pandas. Okay. Okay, so different programming languages are there. Then even analysis tools I told, like visual tools. Just now I gave an example of Power BI, Tableau. They also can read this JS file, and even Pandas also can read it. Okay, Pandas is a analytics tool for Python. Okay. Now how to read it? That I'll tell you. To read it, we need read JSON. Instead of read CS, we give read JSON and give the .json file here. So if that file is in your local machine, first copy it to the server and then use it. The same process. So to read data from an external .json file and transfer it into a data frame, we will need pd.readJSON. Pass your JSON file name. This function will read everything from that JSON file and copy it into a data frame, and you'll get a data frame. And so simple, all the keys become the column label and the values become rows. Okay, so as many key value you are having, that many rows will get generated. Okay. See, did I give you one JSON file also in the WhatsApp group? Just check. I guess one JSON file also I have given you. 4-5 files I gave, no?
Yes, sir.
Right? One JSON file is also there. So please use that sample file. And then taking that reference, you can create using AI tools some other JSON files as per the data if you have. Okay. So first part is we are uploading that local JSON file to the server. In my local machine, I'm having a JSON file. That file I'm uploading to the server by using this files library provided by this Google Colab. File is uploaded. Then that file name is data.json that I give to read JSON. It is assuming that this file is on the server storage. So from the server storage, it will read this and copy it into the data frame. And then you can print that data frame. Okay. So I'm using df.toString, the same reason. What is the reason why I'm using df.toString? If in my data frame there are values more than 60, then it may get truncated, first file, last file. So if you want to display everything, then either use df.toString or change that max row, which is not actually recommended. That is the reason they have kept 60 only as a standard. Otherwise, they would have kept max value 9999 like that. Why they kept 60? Because there is a reason behind it. That unnecessary showing all the records is not wise. It is taking too much space for rendering. It is taking time also for rendering. Okay, so unless and until you need it, unless and until you want each and every record, okay, don't do it. If you want each and every record to be printed, then we have this method, toString. Use it. Okay? And same concept here also, the same issue, just like CSV file, appending dot toString forces Python to print entire data frame instead of truncating it to first and last 5 rows. Okay? See, we will write a program for loading some part you can copy from here. Only the upload part you can separately run. Upload part is there, this part. This you can separately run. And then reading part you can write in a separate cell. Okay, so in one cell we will just write the code for uploading. Okay, guys. Okay, I'll run this. See, this button is coming. Choose file. I'll choose that JSON. What was the name of that JSON? Data.json I have. Okay, uploaded. So much data is there. It is uploaded. Now create another cell, and now in that another cell load it. df equal to pd dot load JSON. No, read JSON. Load name. Very sorry. Read JSON and give your JSON file name. What is the name of that JSON file? Data.json. And print the data frame. See here. If I'm not printing it using, no, but just now I have said that max. No? So if I write print df also, it is going to print everything. Data.json does not exist. Already it is copied. Let's see, I'll do this copying work again. I think it is losing that one. Gets copied.
The file name is wrong, I guess. Download. File name is data.json.js.
Is it like that?
Yes, sir.
It might have become like that. In my case, it has, okay, means while giving you, it has become like that. That's the reason. See here also, na? Yes, okay, leave it. Here it has become data.json.js. Okay, that is the mistake from my side. Okay, it's becoming too slow. Okay, I'll just cancel it. Okay, no need of this. This is also not needed. Yes, good observation. Okay, .js. I'll give that way. I don't know what is coming in your machine. Same thing might have happened because you have taken it from me only. Okay. See. Is it displaying all that JSON record, whatever is there, data.json.js? In that also we have kept the same data. Getting? Same data in the JSON format. Okay. You
Sir,
can
one
create
doubt.
your.
Actually, if the files we are uploading from local system to that server, right? So in case the file is in SharePoint or Google Drive, OneDrive, like that means same way we can do, or it's in
But
OneDrive.
you have to give the path of that Google Drive.
Okay.
Wherever it is on the Google Drive, then that path you need to give. But then that time that permission problem, need to check you try doing that. If you have a file on a Google Drive, give that complete path of that file on the Google Drive and check what it is happening. Is it giving some permission errors and all, or it is working fine? If it's working or it is giving permit, that you can try, but do it like if you have. Because anyway, this is also getting copied on the drive only, no? Google Colab is what ultimately it is using Google Space only. No? Google Colab is just an environment for running your Python script, but the storage space it is using of Google only. So I think it should work. Right? Okay. So
Okay,
here
sir.
I hope you got it. Like toString was not necessary in our case because just before what we did, we said that max, right or no? If you want, if I to make it again, this part again we'll bring it to 60 only, and then I'll show you what happens. Machine is becoming slow. I don't know why. See, I'll reduce it to 60 only. Right? And then if I run this cell code, see, is it showing only first 5 and the last 5? First 5, last 5. So now in this case, if you want to display everything, then you have to write df dot toString. Okay, from Google Drive also it should work, I guess, but then the drive path you have to give here. Okay, so you can try as a homework, as your exploring work. I said, no, you need to keep exploring. So there you can try. You can update also us how it works. Okay, and actually this JSON is exactly like a Python dictionary. So if you have a Python dictionary, it is working exactly same. So JSON objects share the same syntax and same structure format as your Python dictionary. Like how the Python dictionary is open brace, then the key colon value, key colon value. So if I create a dictionary of list, will be exactly same like JSON. Understanding? So instead of file, in your script only, if you have a dictionary, then also it's going to work same. Then you don't have to write read JSON. See, if your JSON data is embedded directly into your Python script as a dictionary, okay, rather than a separate JSON file, you don't have to call pd.readJSON. Directly you can give the dictionary to data frame constructor, and which is not new. Yesterday we did it, guys. Yesterday we created a dictionary and then we passed one dictionary we created yesterday. I can take you to yesterday's data frame. See, did we create a dictionary? Key and the value, key value, key value, key value. Value is a list and this is the key. And what is it? It is a dictionary only, and that dictionary I have given to the data frame. So what data frame is doing? Reading this whole dictionary and converting it into a data frame. Data frame class. We are creating object of that class. Okay? See, example I'm showing here. I've created a dictionary. Name of the dictionary is data. Key and the value, key and the value, key and the value. And that value is again a dictionary, yeah, guys. Value is also again a dictionary. Key value, key value, key value. Getting? This is 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. So here, remember, the main dictionary keys will become the column label, guys. And for each column, whatever dictionary you have, inside that, whatever keys are there, that keys become the row label. Getting? Clear? So duration, pulse, max pulse, calories that are kept. See, example, I'm creating my dictionary. First key is duration. Okay, colon. Again a dictionary. In that, suppose I'm taking 0, colon, whatever values you want, 1, colon, 2, colon. Okay, I'm taking 3 only currently. Like this, pulse, max pulse, and calories. Suppose. Okay, and different values you can put in it, and have to separate this each by comma. Here also comma, because it's a dictionary of dictionary. This is a dictionary, and this is only the format followed by JSON. JSON also follows the same format. So dictionary, and each key value is also again a dictionary. Okay, just you can edit some values. Now, no worries about what that values indicate. Okay, let it be. Done. We have created this. Now remember, in dictionary, again there is a dictionary. And in each dictionary, if suppose the labels are changing, like here it is 012, here it is 0123 also, or here it is only 01, here it is 01234 also. So the max will come and the remaining will have null, null, null. Understanding that this thing also yesterday's session we have seen. In one it was XYZ and the another was having XYW. So total we got XYZW. So for few column we got null. Understanding or no? Yesterday only we saw that example. How come you forget that? The last was that only, creating from a dictionary, creating a data frame from a dictionary. See, this was that example. I created it from a list of dictionary. So in this we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Next we have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So this doesn't have Thursday and this doesn't have Wednesday. So somewhere for Wednesday it is null and for somewhere Thursday it is null. Exact same thing will happen here also. Okay? Here also, if some are having more keys or some are having less, so what will happen? The corresponding value will be null for the other rows. First, we have to create a data frame from this dictionary. So I'll write pd.data frame and I'll pass this dictionary. And then print and see that data frame. Is it printing? Getting or no? As I said, for some, like duration, there is three also, and with some value. But for other three, we don't have. So there we will see the row 3 is there. For duration, you'll see the value. But for pulse, max pulse, and there you'll see null values. Can you see? For duration, we have key 3, so row 3, that duration value. But for pulse, max pulse, and calorie, we don't have 3. Therefore, there none, NaN, NaN. Not a number, not a number, not a number. Which is equivalent to null only. It treats it as null. Getting, guys? Suppose for max pulse, we have 3. So there also, instead of NaN, you will see 100. Okay? Clear? Just give quick confirmation. Yes or no? No response from your side. How it is? All of you are there or no? Siley.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Siley, Gar, Murugan, Sneha, little bit disconnected, I guess. Now you have to come on the track. You can
Yes,
watch
sir. My
yesterday.
daughter was not well
Pardon?
because of climate. My daughter was not well because of climate change.
Okay, and then you were traveling also, no?
Yes, yes.
From there to India. Then coming from different country, there is a jet lag also, right?
Yes, correct.
So yesterday's recording you watch so that you'll come in the track. Yesterday, the introduction of Pandas library was done. I'll upload that yesterday's recording also.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will watch it today.
Okay. Now moving ahead, next that is plotting part we'll see. That is how to represent. Now I cannot take abundant of examples. At least from series 1 or 2 plotting I'll show, and from data frame 1 or 2. Then it is your task to explore more on it, because mainly we have to see how to do cleaning, then how to do analysis, getting or no, grouping and joins and all those things, applying aggregate functions like max, min, count, sum, average, all those things, and then group by clauses, then two data frames I want to merge them. So all that is the main part to be learned. So this part is just a study part, series one or two example, data frame one or two example that I'll show you, and then we have to start doing the analysis part, then the cleaning part and all those things. Okay. So first we'll see that is plotting series, and already you know series is a one column table, you can say, no? It is just a single column table, right? And whatever values are there, they are of same data type. All the values will be of same data type, and each value will have a label. By default the label is 0, 1, 2, but can we give labels here by passing index argument, index equal to, and you can give the list of labels, so that labels will come here. Getting? Now if this you pass for plotting, then remember the values which are there in that series will be taken on y-axis, okay, and the labels will be taken as x-axis. Like if you have given label as Monday, Tuesday, getting? So at a fixed distance it will take, and the ticks of x-axis will get that row label, that element label. So Monday and Tuesday and whatever. Okay? And whatever the values are there that are shown on the y-axis, like 30, suppose this is 10, 20, 30. So it will come here. Next is 50, to somewhere more. Next is 60. Next is 40. So like this, points are plotted, and then these points are connected with straight line. Okay, so how to do it? For actual drawing, we have to use matplotlib. Matplotlib is there already, which will do the rendering work. Rendering work is that. But first you have to prepare that graph. So for preparing the graph, Pandas is already having that ability. Like NumPy was having. In NumPy also, did we see graph? Yes, we have seen. When I showed that distributions, you remember that bell curve I showed, then uniform distribution I showed, that binomial distribution. So in NumPy also I showed you how to plot graphs. Getting? You forgot that, I guess. Or maybe you have skipped that session. I don't know. So plotting a Pandas series we'll see first. So already you know series is a one column table, right? So series represents a single column of data. So when you're plotting a series, okay, so whatever the labels are there to that values in that series, which I showed, na, 0, 1, 2, 3, they will be taken as x-axis, okay, and the values in that series will be taken on y-axis, okay, and that appropriate place a dot is shown, and that all dots are connected with line. Okay, so how to do it? That I'll do it with the first type of graph called line plot, right? So I'm keeping one series where I'm showing day-wise sale. Suppose Monday how much sale was done, Tuesday how much sale was done, Wednesday how much. As a 7 days sale. Okay, and that I want to show graphically. It depends for what you want. In this example, trends over time means you got timing means month wise, week wise, day wise, hour wise. That way you are showing. Okay. Now always remember, for plotting, plotting means for rendering, actually showing on the screen, you need this matplotlib. Matplotlib is your package. In that there is one module called pyplot, and we are just giving a alias name to it as plt. And in that module we have a method called show. So when you call that plt.show, the actual drawing is done. But for drawing we have to do the preparation first, no? Whenever you sit for drawing, so there is some ideas in the brain. So first you collect all that ideas, you make the sequence of that ideas, and that way you start doing the drawing. Yes or no? When mom prepares some item for you, so first of all she makes the whole sequence, no? The recipe is going in her brain, and then after that she brings it into the execution. Exact same here. Okay, so first you have to prepare and then plot it. So what I have done is I've created one series, pd.series, from a list. These are the temperatures for 7 days. Will they act as labels for this? When we don't give, what are the labels by default? 0, 1, 2, 3. Yesterday we saw, guys, yesterday we saw series. Yes or no? Bhul gaye, kal hi to series dekha tha. So when we create a series, pd.series, and give a list, series from a list, and we don't give this, what are the labels for this value? Automatic 0, 1, 2, 3. Series is created. Yes, I'll show you that too first. Because a lot of things you keep forgetting because you don't revise or something like that. Okay, I'm creating a series. Suppose S1 equal to pd dot series, and then I give values in a list. Am I creating it from a list? Python list, and then I'm printing that series. See, is it printing all the values as a single table, single column table? 56, 78. And what are the labels for each? By default, the index 0, 1, 2, 3. But you don't want this. Then can we give that indexes here? That too yesterday I showed you. Index equal to. And then your choice, what you want. Like suppose I'm giving A, then B, then C, D, 3, 6, A, B, C, D, E. F. Done. And now if you run this, now you won't see this 0, 1, 2, 3. Instead, these labels are given. Showed all this thing yesterday in series. Getting? And now this series, if you want to plot, then there is plot in your data frame only. Data frame only is having one plot method. So it is just preparing your graph. And whatever graph is prepared that you want to show. So for that, we need plt.show. That simple it is. Okay. So what I have created, one series of 7-day temperature. And the labels for these values are 0, 1, 2, 3 or days I have given. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like that. Series created. Series.plot. Then this is the parameter. This parameter is telling what type of graph you want to plot. So I want to plot line graph because only dots and they are connected. Okay. Then wherever that dot is, there what marker you want? You want a cross sign, you want a circle. I have given O. So every dot is shown as a O. You can try a X you give. Everywhere there is cross sign. Then the color you can give. I've given color as till. Then the title of the graph, that whole graph will come to. You have to show the title. So title is weekly temperature trend. Then on the x-axis, you want to give some label. Y-axis, you want to give the label. So I have given label for y-axis. What is the label? Temperature in degrees centigrade. Okay. So when the graph is plotted, here what the label will come? Here temperature. Same way X label also you can give a X label and you are giving weekdays. So that label will come. Then we need to have label for the ticks also, no? Whatever the ticks are there. Okay. So for X axis, the tick labels will be automatic this index. whatever the index of that value is, that will be coming here. And your values will be on the y-axis tick. On y-axis tick, what will be seen? These values will be seen. And then at appropriate place, the dots are shown. Here it will show circle, circle, and then it will connect it. Okay. So now the preparation is done. Plot means in memory, everything is decided, that who will be x-axis, y-axis, label, title, everything. Now you just have to show it. So plt.show. The moment you call plt.show, it will create a GUI, it will create a window, and in that window it will show it. Understanding? Clear? Okay, so we can plot and see. So for this example, what will happen? This will come. Actually, I have taken the output of my code, and in my code I gave X label also. I have given X label as weekdays. Y label also I have given as temperature. Then what will come on Y ticks? Your values. And what will come on X ticks? The row labels. Whatever the row labels are there, that will come as a X tick. And Y ticks will be the values, that is the temperature. So everywhere the dots are coming and then they are connected. And this color is that teal color. So whatever color you want, you can use it. Okay? Some little bit explanation I've given. So Pandas uses the day names. And actually these day names are, what are these day names? The labels for your values. Row labels. What was the by default row label? 0, 1, 2, 3. So I gave index equal to ABCD. Therefore, you got row labels as ABCD. Right? So Pandas uses the day names as the X tick label. And what will be Y tick label? The values which are there in the series. Y axis tick labels are temperatures. Okay? Okay? See here. We will create one complete data. First we have to write import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Pandas need not be because already we have imported. First we'll create a series of temperatures. Okay? Temperatures pd dot series. And I'm giving an array of temperatures. Whatever temperature, 23, then 45, then 46, then 40, then 32, 2 more I give, 38, then the temperature has come down to 27. Okay, if I don't give index equal to, then automatic it will take row label as 0, 1, 2, 3. And that only will be used as a tick on x-axis. Huh? You can try doing that. Okay? Now what we'll do, we'll plot. And then that plotted graph we will show. Okay? So to plot, what I'll do, pd dot plot temps dot plot series. It is a method of a series. Temps dot plot. Okay? Then the key kind you have to give. Kind is line graph. Then what parameters you have to give? Marker equal to. It's your choice what you want. If I'm giving cross sign. Okay? Then color equal to. Suppose you want red color. Okay? And then the title of the graph. Weekly temperature trends. Okay? Then you want label on the x-axis, y-axis, you can give plt dot x label. X label I'm giving weekdays. plt dot y label I'm giving temperatures. Okay, these are that whole axis label. On x-axis weekdays, y-axis temperatures. Temperature. Okay. Now what will be the tick labels? So X tick labels will be 0, 1, 2, 3 now because I have not given index. And Y tick labels will be these temperatures. And now finally we have to plot it. So for plot we have to write plt dot show. Okay? Run this. Can you see? Now what the marker has come? X. Right or no? Color red. What it is taking as X tick label? What is the X tick label? The indexes only 0, 1, 2, 3. Y tick labels are the values in your series. And what is the X axis and Y axis label? Weekdays temperature and the graph label, which you have given in the title. Okay. Suppose for the same thing, if I give over here index equal to, okay, and I'm giving Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right? And we run it. See. Now, instead of that 0, 1, 2, 3 as a tick label, it is taking what labels you have given with the index parameter. Appropriate. All this title is coming at title, X label at X side, Y label at Y side. Instead of cross, if you want some other marker, you can check, like I give O. So circles will come. Can you see? Color you can change and see. Cyan if I give. So cyan color it has taken. Right, guys? Yes or no?
Sir, data point values, how to show in that each data value, data point value that
will be there. We need to check.
okay.
I think I'm not by heart with. Means you want to show over here.
Yes, each value, yeah.
But actually it is showing here 22, 24, 25.
No, in the graph we want to display.
Here only you want to show the label.
Yeah. Is there any
having,
function? Okay.
We can see it. We can just check with the AI tool. 1 minute. We will do that. Because each and every parameters cannot be by her. See, we will take the help. plt.text is there, or plt.annote, and you have to do it. It is a lot of work. plt.annote, and then you have to give for each x and y. You have to enumerate your temperature. Okay, so you will be getting the combination. You will get enumerate temps. When you'll get this combinations like this. Monday 23, 45, Tuesday, that way. It's one x value you'll get and one y value. enumerate temps when you'll do, no? It will give you a pair like this. Monday 23, Tuesday 45. So that tuples which you'll get, you have to unpack that tuple, and that tuple you have to pass to annote, plt.annote, and give it. Or you can use this txt also, plt.text. Okay, see, we will try to run this. They have used the same code only. They have not done any change in it. Only the extra logic they have added for showing the data point label. See, I hope this is what you want, no? Right, Murugan? So 23,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
44.
Yeah, yeah.
So that they are doing it by annotate, plt.annotate, but give the annotation for each point. So these combinations are done. It is like this. Monday, here it was 23, Tuesday 45, Wednesday 46. That combination from the series. This is your series. So this is the row label and the value, row label and the value. So these pairs are done. Getting Monday 23, Tuesday 45. So that pairs you are passing to this annotate, and then you are telling that use that as a label. Sorry, y as a label, but for whom? XY. That Monday Y, Tuesday Y. That way. And how much pixel space is to be given? That how much space is to be given in terms of pixels? Okay, and there is another way also, I guess we found out. No? One is annotate, and another also we found. There is another way called text. So that also you can use plt.text, the X and the Y, and what label you want over there, Y. So many ways are there, no, for doing the same thing. And why we have to do loop, that is clear, no? Because for each and every point I have to give that label. That label to each and every point. So as many points you have, to each and every point you have to go on giving the label. Okay? Then one more we'll see to wind up with today's session. One more graph we'll see, that is bar graph or a bar plot. Okay, where the categorical data is there, not time type of data. Like for example, you're selling products, okay, and you have some 7 fixed products. You're a fruit vendor and you sell all these 7 fruits only, right? So you're having apple, mango, whatever. So apple, how much sale? Mango, how much sale? So that in a bar chart form. Category timing data, and the categorical data means you got, no, like gender, male and female is a category, right? Like you can take city, language wise, like Hindi people, Tamil people, Kannada people. It is a categorical data. So that data, if you want to show in a bar chart form, so that is also possible. You have to do it by that series dot plot only. In case of kind line, you have to give kind equal to bar. And horizontal bars also you can give a bar H you have to write. I'll show you that too, how to do it. See, first we'll create a series. Okay. And how many values are there in that series? 4 values, and their labels are apple, banana, cherries, dates. So it is telling that this is one category apple and the sale is 45. Maybe for year, 45,000 or 45 lakhs. It depends on you, how much scale business you are doing. So bananas 60, cherries 30, and dates 55. Yes or no? If you're creating a series of that type. Okay, sales series, pd dot series, and I'm just keeping the sales of my 4 products. If I create only this much, you know it. What will be the label? 0123 to the series. Getting? So I don't want that label. You can give index equal to and give the category. Like suppose it is not fruits. Suppose you are giving any bakery items. Okay. So for example, milk is one product. Then butter is another product. Eggs, another product, and bread is another product, suppose, like this. So now your series will get this label. Row label will be this thing. Getting? See, row label is milk butter like that. Now we want to plot it. Okay. So for plotting, what I'll do, sales dot plot kind equal to. Now kind is equal to bar. Okay. Title, if you want to give the title. See, kind equal to bar. Color you can give that each bar color what you want, and title equal to. So it's your choice what title. Okay. So color equal to red only I'm keeping, and next title of that whole graph is sales, fruit sales count or dairy sales count. Here also you can give X label, Y label. Okay, so PLT dot X label. Now PLT means already we have imported in the previous cell, so no need to import again. So PLT dot X label, what I have to give, whatever you want. Okay, so X label is actually what these products. These products will be coming on that X tick. On X tick, you'll see milk, butter, egg, bread on the tick, but all the whole axis, some label you have to give. No? So you can give like dairy products, and Y label if you want to give. So what does that Y value represent? Sales done. So you can give Y label as sales. Okay, in lakhs or whatever. Right? And now we will plot it. We actually show it, not plot it. Plotting is already done. You're just rendering it. Rendering means you're showing it on the screen. See. Getting? So what is coming for X tick? That labels, indexes 0, 1, 2, 3. Instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, we gave milk, butter, eggs, whatever. Right? That is coming. And what is coming for Y value? For Y, the values, the actual sale, 45, 67, that is for Y. Then the label sales in lakhs, and here dairy product, and then the title is there. Here also, if you want to show that value, just now we did it, that you can do here as well. Getting? You can enumerate your sales series. This is your series. You can enumerate and then give that XY for each bar. Okay? See. Here I gave orange, therefore I'm getting orange graph. You can do it horizontal also. So when you take a horizontal bar will come. In that case, now these labels will go, the X labels, that is your X labels, will come on Y label. And the sale value which was coming for Y label will come on X label. Getting? If you want, I'll show you that too. We'll take another cell and in that we'll do it. Okay. Now this I'll give opposite. This I'll give for Y label and this I'll give for X label. And here in kind, we have to give bar H, nothing else. That is bar horizontal. See. Now automatic, I changed the X label as sales in lakhs. So this is sales in lakhs. Y label I changed to dairy products here. And on Y tick, you are seeing that on Y tick, you are seeing the row label. And on X tick, the actual value you are seeing. Okay? So like this also the graph can be plotted. Okay?
So
Then,
each bar we can show different color.
Then again you have to enumerate it for each bar a different color. Without enumeration, you cannot do. And each bar a different color you want. No? So when we were giving that, in this case, we were giving the label through the loop. With a loop, what we were giving the label. That time only we can decide. For each bar also you can give separate color. But again, then you have to go with the loop only. There's no option. Understanding, no? See, because of you, some more things are getting added in the knowledge. Right? I'll just take that, I'll show you. We will do it, don't worry. Possible, 100% possible it is. But so many things cannot be by heart, no? We have to take some time help of this tool. Yeah, you can give like how to give different colors to each bar. See, you can pass a list of colors to the colors parameter instead of single color. So it will take that way. This is more easy. No need to create loop and all. See, when we were plotting it, here we gave color. Okay, so give list of colors. Red, blue, green, yellow, whatever standard colors. Otherwise, RGB combinations are also there. You can create RGB combination. See, is it giving? I hope convinced. Okay. Then in the next session, we'll see plotting data frames. Data frames also you may have. So in data frame, there are multiple series. Data frame is a tabular form, right? Rows and column. So at a time, you will be showing multiple bars, like one bar, bunch of 3 bars, 3 bars, 3 bars, like that. Okay, or line also, one line, second line, third line, because it depends on how many columns are there in your data frame. So we'll see that too. Then I'll show you for series a pie chart also. If you have a series and you want to show it in a pie chart form, that is also possible. So 2-3 more examples on graph, and then as I said, you have to explore, because we have to dive more into the other work, the analytics part, the cleaning part, getting on. So